Hello, everyone. This is Professor Hall here, and I'm going to take some time to help you with your marketing mix project. I feel as though reading the directions will help solidify the directions and give you a full explanation of what is expected. So, step one, you must choose a company. The company must be public, and you must have access to the company's financials. Some examples of companies that are public are Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Nike, and Starbucks. Walmart's also a great company. Really, any big retailer is going to be public and you will have access to the financials. Directions. The company you have selected needs help in generating new product ideas. Select a product category and then use the questions to help you develop ideas for your suggested target market, and then your new product's marketing mix. Step 2. Research your company and answer the following questions. When you're researching your company, it is extremely important to save the websites that you use. Please use Scribr to cite your sources. As stated in the directions, all sources must be cited. A proper APA reference page is required. Here you're going to give a company overview and you're going to answer the following 7 questions in complete detail. Each question should have an answer of anywhere from 2 to 6 sentences ideally. So each question should be answered in approximately 1 paragraph. 2 paragraphs is great. The more detail, the better. And for each of the 7 questions, a maximum of 3 paragraphs. All right, so none of your answers should exceed 3 paragraphs. Number 1, what product or service does your company offer? Okay, so it might have products and services, okay, or it might just have products, or it might just have services. Remember, products are tangible and services are intangible. Under what brand do they currently sell their products? And what company owns the brand? A great example of this is if you were to do Neutrogena or Aveeno body wash, Johnson & Johnson owns that company. Number 2, who is their primary target audience? Number 2, you must expand in detail. You should have a minimum of 4 sentences. I need to know age, demographic, median income, okay? So you really need to go into detail about who is their target audience. Number 3, how do they position their company? Price, quality, and services. Here, you should have a sentence on price, a sentence on quality, and a sentence on service. Number 4, through what channels do they distribute their products to their marketplace? All right, so are they sold in mass merchants, supermarkets, convenience stores? So are they sold at CVS, Walmart, Target, BJ's, Costco? Where are they sold? Okay, this should be, again, a minimum of 3 to 4 sentences. You really should be aiming to do a paragraph for each of the 7 questions. Number 5, why do you think they choose specific channels? In other words, what is their distribution strategy? All right. Again, you're going into details about their distribution strategy, and maybe you can even talk about the supply chain. Number 6, what mediums do they use to promote their products and services? All right. So are they on social media, radio, TV commercials, billboards? And please, if they're on social media, please list what specific social media channels they are on. Are they on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram? All right. And then finally, number 7, as consumers, what is your perception of this company versus its competitors? You should be answering this question in complete detail as I've thoroughly explained, and you should have a minimum of 3 competitors. So if you're doing Walmart, their competitors would be Target. If you're doing Dunkin' Donuts, your competitor would be Starbucks, all right? And if you're doing McDonald's, your competitor would be Burger King, all right? And try to list 3 other competitors and how they compare. Now that you have researched your company and have a complete overview, now you're moving on to step 3. You're going to create a product for that company and answer the following. These questions must be answered directly in the Word document, okay? So number 1, all right, you would just, press enter and then you would start typing your question, all right? The product that you are doing, etc., etc. Okay, so you should be answering these questions right in the Word document. Again, these questions should be in complete detail. So number 1, what is the product that you're going to pitch to the company? Remember, you do not have to reinvent the wheel. If you're doing Gillette as a company, you can do a new razor, all right? So again, don't feel like you have to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes simpler is better. Number 2, what would you name the product? Is there a meaning behind the name? Okay, some of you might have a meaning and some of you may not, and that's okay. Now we move on to target market. Again, it's extremely important that you go into detail here. Number 1, who do you want to buy your product? You have created. Is it males? Is it females? Be very specific, all right? So is it females between the ages of 18 and 26? Is it males and females between the ages of, 26 and 56? All right. What's their location? Are they located globally, just in the United States? Are they located in the Northeast, throughout the country? What's their income level? All right. So make sure you really go into extreme detail for target market. Again, that answer should be approximately a paragraph, and you're answering that right in the Word document. All right. Now we move on to the 4 P's, the marketing mix. So as you can see, this is a huge component of the project. All right. Product, place, price, and promotion. This is the 4 P's. This is the marketing mix. So this is what you're going to be heavily graded on. Again, please make sure that you're answering these questions right in the Word document. So for product decisions, all right, number 1, what special ingredients or capabilities should the product possess and why? So is it made out of recyclable materials? Is it biodegradable? Is it organic? Is it flammable? Is it fragile? Really describe the product. If it's a food product, is it gluten-free? Is it vegan? Is it, there's so much detail that can go into it, and really be specific. In other words, what is your product and how is your product different than every other product on the market? All right, so here again, you're tying in competition and you're comparing and contrasting. All right, so if you're launching a new latte at Dunkin' Donuts, maybe do a compare and contrast against a latte at Starbucks. Number 2, what design features should the product's container have? Think lids, caps, pouring devices, individual packaging. All right, so your packaging is just as important as the product itself. Now for number 2, I want you to think color. Different colors have different meanings, okay? Is it on brand? What's your company color? What's your company logo? All right. Now we move on to place decisions. Where does your potential customers presently buy a product of that nature? So are they currently shopping at a Walmart? Are they shopping at a CVS? Number 2, so where are your competitors selling their products? All right, online, in store, both. Where? What type of retail store, internet catalog, etc. Should the new product be sold and why? So anytime you see a why, this means you should be going into extreme detail, so please keep that in mind. Nice. Next, we're moving on to price decisions. Number 1, suggest a retail price and size for the new product. I should see a cost analysis for price decisions. Your price should be based on the company's current portfolio of products or services, and it should be against the competition. So if your company's McDonald's and you're launching a new cheeseburger, that cheeseburger should not exceed $10. If you put a cheeseburger on the menu for $12, I would say that's too high based off of McDonald's target audience and their current pricing strategy. Number 2, explain why you selected this price. So again, you're going into detail. You're telling me that, you chose this price based off their current price portfolio. You did your homework, you did your research, and you're not just playing a guessing game, and you're not just throwing a price on it because it sounds good. And then lastly, promotion decisions. In what media, TV, newspaper should your firm advertise the product, and why? What should be the main theme or slogan? All right, so you don't have to have a slogan. That's optional, okay? Create several promotional statements that a salesperson could use to help selling this product. So you really have to talk about the benefits and the features, okay? That's what's going to go into the promotion decision. So again, the 4 P's, product, place, price, and promotion, all of these must be answered in the Word document, okay? You must answer them in the Word document in paragraph format. Again, here's a reminder. Please make sure you provide a reference page per APA format. All sources must be cited, all right? I would say you should have anywhere from 3 to 5 sources on your reference page. Now, step 4, now you're going to create a PowerPoint presentation. So you're not creating the PowerPoint until you're done answering all of the components in the Word document, okay? So please, again, the PowerPoint is simply just to present your work. It should be in bulleted format, and all of the detail in the paragraph format should be in the Word document. The PowerPoint should cover all of the information above with clear and concise bullets. Your presentation should be organized, professional, and include pictures, graphs, and charts, okay? So please make sure your PowerPoint includes pictures and visuals. Your PowerPoint should have a minimum of 7 slides and a maximum of 15 slides. You're going to submit your work in e-learning. You're going to submit both this Word document and the PowerPoint in e-learning. All right, please make sure you use the following rubric as a checklist before you submit. I can't stress this enough. If a professor is providing a rubric, please use it because this is how you're going to get graded. So you can see as we go down the list, all 7 questions must be answered in detail. All right, so if you're only giving me 2 sentences for each one, you might only get half points. You might only get 5 points. But if you're giving me a full paragraph for each of the 7 questions, a minimum of 4 sentences, you'll get that full 10 points. Next, this is the bulk of the project. You can see product, place, price, and promotion. This is really the bulk of the project. You can see 25 points, all right, 10 points, 15 points, and finally, again, 15 points. So this is extremely important that you're answering product, place, price, and promotion in the Word document, okay? This is where you will lose a majority of your points. Lastly, target market. You need to make sure you're being specific. I can't stress that enough. And lastly, the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint is only worth 20 points, okay? 80 points is the Word document, 20 points is the PowerPoint. So it's extremely important that you're reading over the Word document and answering all questions in complete detail. So please make sure your PowerPoint is organized, there's pictures, you have a graph or a chart to show your pricing strategy, and your bullets are short and concise. Paragraphs are not appropriate for a PowerPoint. Paragraphs should only be present in the Word document. I really hope that this video presentation helped you understand your project better, and now you know what is expected. Again, please make sure you are using this rubric as your checklist, all right? It is there to help you. Please make sure you are checked to make sure you have everything before you submit. Good luck on your project, everybody. Thanks for listening.